The new campaign of Kupat Hair that we're talking about is really helping 46 orphans who are getting married. So first of all, tell us about their situation.
Every single orphan is a storybook of 3-4 volumes of what they went through from the age as one of their parents passed away till Baruch Hashem they came to an age where they got engaged. Each and every one, you can cry till tomorrow morning, just knowing that there are such people between us going through so much pain, it's unbelievable. Every folder of every person which went through to be legible, to go into this campaign, you can just go through. One person, his father died in a car crash coming from Yerushalayim towards Bnei Brak on Erev Pesach. He went there to get cheap dental. On the way back, there was a car crash. He was in like a little minivan from the public transport, and there was a crash, and he passed away, leaving 10, 11 orphans. Now, Baruch Hashem, one got engaged. Do you know what he's been through? Do you know what therapy these people have to be through? These children to go through. We're only a mother, and the mother, how much she has to go through. All we're trying to do over here, all we're trying to do over here today, is to lighten a little bit, the easiest way possible. All it is with money. We're not asking anybody to take these orphans for 5 years to take care of them day and night. In the hard moments, in the hard times they go through, whenever it is. We're asking everybody, give a little hand. The money you'll be giving, I promise you, the money you'll be giving be going straight to the orphans. Not only to the orphans, to the wedding of the orphan, and to help them get on a little bit in life, which means basics for the next few months or year to come after the wedding.
Now, this whole campaign is accompanied by rabbis. It's one of the things that we're seeing with Kupat Hair.
Kupat Hair, as most people know already, is run by the Gedolei Ador. Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky, we all heard of, deals with every case. Every question is taken forward to him by the Rabbanim of Kupat Hair. The Gedolei Yisrael made 6 Rabbanim, which are Dayanim, big Dayanim, which take care of each case personally. They sit down once a month and they take care of each case personally. And the questions from there go up to the Gedolei Yisrael for their decisions. Every single check is signed by the Rabbanim, decisions by the Rabbanim, and that's how the checks go out to these families. The Yesoimim campaign, the orphan campaign, especially this one, that till Pesach there's 46 Yesoimim getting married. Just imagine what 46 means. Each one is a story of its own. Times it by 46, it's unbearable. It's something which you can't understand. Your mind can't understand what's going through. What a schus people can have to help 46 Yesoimim get married before Pesach. You know what? We're all busy getting ready for Pesach, buying, everybody should have new clothes, new shoes, food, everything should look beautiful. What a later Seder, we're looking for a Seder night. Not talking about the people going to hotels, Bichlal. People are making a home. Everybody's busy. What are other people doing at this time? They're trying to make ends meet to go to their son or daughter's wedding by themselves, without the husband or without the wife. Klal Yisrael, please come and help them.
How do these orphans relate to this campaign?
The real thing is, these orphans been through a lot over life. And they get used to receiving help because they can't manage. Without help, they will can't start the day, never matter finishing off the day. This campaign, of course, doesn't have any names in it. But behind every story of this campaign, there's an application form, there's an invitation, there's been a checkup in the house. Of course, B'derech covered in a nice way, checked up the whole story, income, expenses, and how on the other side of this shidduch is going on, how much they need to receive help.
At Kupat Hair, as we've been accompanying you in Arutz Sheva, you're really involved in true, pure charity, chesed, tzedakah. What have you learned about the people of Israel as you've been really taking part in these campaigns and really receiving the money and giving it to those needy?
Dealing in Kupat Hair, which is probably the largest organization in the world, I must tell you something. There's so many mixed feelings going on. It's unbelievable to think about it. On one hand, you've got many people who need help. Some business people, which fall, some none, some can't work, some would like to work, all different types of people. On the other hand, you've got people giving their little maisa money It could be 5 shekel, 10 shekel, 100 shekel, 200 shekel. I can promise you it ends up altogether millions and millions of shkolim from regular people on the street putting in the boxes. I'm sure you've all seen. Klal Yisrael, as we say, Hakadosh Baruch Hu has nothing to be ashamed of. It's unbelievable how they do the job. How, Hakadosh Baruch Hu made people with money and people without money, and that's the way the world was made. Our job is to be always as much as we can be on the giving side. And at the same time, we believe when giving, we're receiving more than what we're giving. So I must tell you, we had one little story I must tell you about, of somebody, a chosen, which was an orphan. And his mother was working day and night. She used to clean a shul before Shabbos in order to make a few pennies. Before the wedding, there's nothing to talk about. Suit, nothing. After all, there are many people trying to help orphans. Even after that, they wouldn't get into the end. And they applied, and we checked them out, and we went through it. The Rabbanim went through it. The decision was to help them. 5 months after their chasana, he comes into the office of Kupat Hair, and he wants to sign a standing order, an automatic bank withdrawal. He wants to be able to give back. He's working a little bit. He's learning a little bit. He receives a check of a few thousand shekel. He wants his meiser to go back in order to help other people which are going through the situation which he went through. What a wonderful, wonderful story of Klal Yisrael. Nitboim v'noisnin.